Good evening to you, one and all. Shadow Temple of the Zeldathon and Lionhearted teams back here with more Professor Layton. That is to say, of course, pre-recorded. Once again, actually, this is night 2 of our Professor Layton series while Shadow's on vacation. It's not a title that rolls off the tongue very well, but it's here nonetheless. Welcome. Hope everybody's having themselves a wonderful, oh boy, that'd be Friday evening at this point. If you're watching this, of course, as is being broadcasted live for the first time on Twitch, and not certainly somewhere else, which is totally fine as well, I suppose. Anyway, the plan for today, or tonight, of course, as it was last night, is to get about another hour and a half to 2 hours in of more Professor Layton. Tried to get this game done over my vacation, and you guys can keep watching these things as we go along. These will, of course, be available both here on Twitch after the initial airing, as well as on YouTube at a later date. Hopefully the first one went well and everybody enjoyed themselves with it. Sorry I was so terrible at some of those puzzles. That star especially got me good. But the reality now is that we get ourselves another shot at this and hopefully continue to work our way through the various mysteries that have been presented to us here in Saint Mystère and solve a heck of a lot of puzzles in the next couple of hours. So we'll be doing this again today, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday still, okay? So we still have 3 more after this one that we'll be making sure that we get out there to you. So be sure to keep an eye out because these will just keep it coming at you hot and fast, all right? So let's go ahead and get started and just have ourselves some lovely puzzle solving times, huh? All right, so we were just exploring the evening air as we were continuing to try to find the large-lipped servant of the manor, who wandered off, and Ramon, his name was. Now I remember it. Ramon wandered off, and we need to go find him wherever he went. Either he was kidnapped or he just kind of walked off. We're not entirely sure, but what we do know is that we need to go and find him, or at least find out where he was stolen away from, and that has taken up much of our time so far. We just finished doing puzzles with these two friends, which means it is time to move on. So, we're supposed to head to Prosciutto's, who is up on the top right here. We actually accidentally wandered into his house before, and now we'll actually talk to the fellow himself. And, of course, collect a bunch of hint coins, because that's how we do. So, definitely a hungry fella, as they mentioned. Wait, is there just meat hanging from the ceiling?
Look, it's a hidden puzzle.
All right, well, we're just jumping right in. We already got our first puzzle ready to go, so let's do it. We're 10 picarettes. The image below is that of a tetrahedron that has been disassembled so that each of its 4 faces lie flat. Which of the triangles should you insert in the place of the so that when the tetrahedron is put together, both the red and blue lines continue unbroken from one phase to the next? Okay. So that when the tetrahedron is put together, both the red and blue lines continue unbroken from one phase to the next. Okay. So presumably we don't get actually a chance to just like hold it up there and see how it is, right? That'd be too easy. It's either B or C at this point, I'm pretty sure. Because A doesn't line up well enough for it. You on that edge that's facing the rest of the tetrahedron, you would need to have 2 red intersections and 1 blue in the center of the 2, with it being kind of placed towards one more than the other necessarily. It's not D, I'm pretty darn certain. Well, now that nope. It's not D. It's not A. Could be A. No, it's not A. It would have to be B or C. So then the question becomes, which one of those two is it? Well, lining it up with C there, it doesn't seem like it organizes well. Huh. So it'd have to be coming. It doesn't necessarily. Okay. One thing that's important here is it doesn't necessarily have to be a continuation of the lines from before, as long as the intersection's lined up. That's something that I need to stay focused on. You'll notice on the original picture, there are some red lines that are very much not like contiguous, like straight lines, but instead kind of crookedy little bits. So as long as I make the intersections okay, then we should be all right. To that end, then, I do believe the answer is going to be B.
Well, here's my guess.
Nope, it's not. Ugh.
I've let you down, Professor.
I've already failed. Taking a look at the arrangement. There's like, hey, you idiot, come on. It's not that hard. Well, my next guess then is definitely C. Let's try C.
How does this sound?
Yep. I just made a bad guess. Only lost one picaret, so that wasn't too bad. Three-dimensional visualization is crucial to solving this puzzle. Yep.
Done. Let's go find more puzzles.
All right, that was just a hidden little puzzle for us. Whoops, I didn't mean to leave. Not again. In we go once more. Just trying to find some hint coins. Considering how quickly we used him last time, I feel like we need to make sure that I am collecting him in masse. All right, I think that's all I'm going to collect for now, so let's go ahead and talk to this fella.
Hey, what do you want? Start jawing so I can get back to dinner.
I heard from a fellow at the cafe that you witnessed a strange old man prowling around town. Could I ask you for a more detailed account of what you saw?
Oh, okay. I did you something like 4 days ago.
Jesus, that man's terrifying.
I was on my way home from the market when I saw this creepy guy sneaking around. So I took a closer look, right? I wanted to make sure you didn't clean out the butcher before I got there. Up close was some spooky old guy with a huge
sack. I thought it was like some weird swear he was saying there for a second.
I yelled at him, but the geezer just bolted. I was all like, man, look at Gramps bust a move. I think that weirdo's the one who's been kidnapping people. If you gotta be out at night, watch yourself, you hear?
Interesting.
That's it, huh? I talk more to Prosciutto.
Hey, what do you want? Start jawing so I can go back to dinner.
So I suppose you haven't seen Ramon, the servant from Reinhold Manor, have you?
Of course I've seen him. He's the kind of hard to miss with those huge purple lips. But I haven't seen him lately. Now, if you haven't noticed, I'm in the middle of important business here. Can you leave me alone now?
Of course. Please excuse the interruption.
Okay. Oops. I meant to hit the table, but I guess I clicked on Prosciutto again. My bad. All right, let's get out of here.
Oh gosh, sorry, Professor. It's not that the investigation is boring me in anything. Just a little sleepy.
It's gotten late. Let's report our findings to everyone at the mansion and wrap things up for the day.
We didn't find out anything, in other words. What?
Professor, look over there! Oh my gosh, is that Ramon?
Luke, sir, hold it there.
Right behind you.
Is Ramon dead? Because this is like a goofy little thing going on here if Ramon's dead. Like weirdly goofy, like little animation here. Oh man. What?
Word.
You'll notice, by the way, that was when that man's hat opened for some reason. There were like tools and things in there, which makes sense that like he would be definitely connected to this.
And now we lost him.
Luke, you saw that too, didn't you? No doubt about it, that was Ramon.
Does that mean the kidnapper killed Ramon too? Duh!
Steady there, Luke. I think we do well to return to the site of Ramon's abduction. The kidnapper may have left a clue behind, you see.
Right. Lead on, Professor.
Mysterious rumbling was added to your list of mysteries.
We need to go sweep the site of Ramon's abduction for clues.
You're absolutely right, Professor. Professor, look at this.
It's another small gear.
This appears to be identical to the item recovered from the crime scene at Reinhold Manor.
Do you think it might help us find who's responsible for both crimes?
Perhaps. At any rate, our first priority is to report our findings to Lady Dahlia. Come, Luke. Back to the manor.
Man, they really just kind of brush off deaths in this game pretty well, huh? It's turned dark. Ramon still hasn't returned. Continue the investigation to find further clues. So is Ramon dead? I don't know. Just abduction, I guess. After witnessing Ramon's abduction, the professor and Luke return to the manor to report their findings.
We have urgent news. Ramon has been abducted.
What? Who? How? I must inform Madame at once. Madame, something terrible has happened.
This is like Phoenix Wright kind of like
Mystery.
music is what I'm saying.
So you're saying Ramon has been involved in some kind of foul play?
No, we can't be sure of that yet. However, time is of the essence. We must organize a search to locate him post-haste.
Oi, Mr. Layton, what's the meaning of all this? Why do you insist on whipping up the town into a frenzy?
The situation has changed recently, Inspector. We saw Ramon being abducted in town. I'm afraid you may have a serial murderer case on your hands. We must rally the people of St. Mystère and organize a search.
Mr. Layton, last time I checked, this is my case, not yours. It's too late to start looking tonight. We'll organize a search first thing in the morning.
I was gonna say, like, okay, Ramon's dead, but at least maybe we'll find his remains. Like, why wait? Why sit on that shit, huh? Buddy, please. Anyway.
While we sit here bickering, poor Ramon may already be...
Everyone, your attention, please. Honestly, Matthew, can't you see we're busy right now? What is it? My sincerest apologies, madam, but it's Ramon. He's returned.
returned, but...
What? What? Some body snatcher stuff going on. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yes, after the professor honored us with a visit, I went to the market to do the shopping. Why do you ask?
Just what is going on here?
There you have it, Layton. Now you'll finally leave the detective work to the detective.
But we saw it. We saw it happen right before our eyes. Ramon, don't you remember any of this?
That's enough, Luke.
But, no, he was...
I must apologize, Inspector Chelmy. It was dark out, but it seems I was mistaken in what I saw. Now, if you'll excuse us, it's been a very long day, and I do believe we could all use a little rest.
I'll certainly agree. Last thing I'll need is some drowsy scholar creating a panic in the village. Well, good night to you all then.
Something suspicious going on, man. Real suspicious.
No matter how I try, I just can't seem to find that special someone. Tell me, Professor, what does an eligible bachelor like myself have to do to find a girl? I had an epiphany the other day. I think the reason I'm alone is because I can't solve this puzzle.
Man, I have read up on incels and things of that nature for many a month, many a year. And I don't think it was the inability to solve a puzzle that caused those problems, sir. But you know what? We'll help you out.
Oh, how I tried to solve it. But no matter how many nights I spend pondering it, the answer eludes me. Please help me, Professor. I don't want to spend the rest of my life talking to my stuffed animals.
Oh, poor buddy. Okay, I'm sure the puzzle's a little more complicated than that, but puzzle number 12, make a rectangle.
I can't do it.
You want to cut the piece of paper shown in diagram 1 into 2 pieces and then just reassemble them to form a rectangle. All you have to do is cut the paper as shown in diagram 2. However, in order to assemble the pieces as shown in diagram 2, you need to flip one of the pieces over before putting them together. Where should you cut the paper if you want to turn the paper in diagram 1 into a rectangle without flipping either of your 2 pieces? I see it. Just kidding, I don't. I thought I had a theory, and then I was like, yeah, I got it. But then I realized I do have to. Oh, no, flipping, but rotating might be okay. Okay, yeah, then I think I'm okay. All we have to do is cut right along here. Then we have ourselves kind of a really long T that you then rotate into place to fit that. Boop.
That should do it.
Yes, that third click is when you know you got it right, and that's where I get most nervous. That's right. Now you know the answer. The puzzle seems quite simple, doesn't it? It does. Look at that. First true blue puzzle of the day, and I got it done in no problem.
Oh, Troy, I'm positively tingling with excitement. With that puzzle solved, I'm sure I'll find a bride in no time.
What do you go right? Okay, fellas, or those looking to pursue a bride, regardless of your gender identity, don't go around showing your rectangle to girls, all right? That's not how you attract women. Do not just go around waving around your rectangle, all right? Anyway. Let's see, anywhere else we need to investigate here? Bow down, boo, boo.
Inspector Chelmy and Madam are very retired for the night. Ramon is likely off to the cafe. You've had a very hard day, Professor. Do try and get some rest. Good night, sir.
You know, I gotta say, the butler gives me some bad vibes, man. Flora Reinhold. So I can click on these anytime I want, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Baron Augustus Reinhold. Now, I did get some more painting pieces recently, and I was wondering if that started to piece together any better yet. The other answer is not entirely as of yet. Although,
This might connect somewhere. Like there.
which means that's correct, but the question is, why isn't this connecting here? Which leads me to believe that I've gotten that wrong. So let's take these, put them somewhere else. This piece needs to go somewhere else entirely. But this piece... Hey, come back here. I just had you, man. There we go. Now we got that done. Leads me to believe that this is probably meant to be here. That makes sense. I still think that's probably along there somewhere. And there we go. Look at us making those moves. Toss them all up, buckaroo. I don't know why they're making us, like, do it one little piece at a time, but... Hey, man, to each their own, I guess. Not quite sure where that one's going to go as of yet. But we're getting closer to finish that painting. And my goodness, with the gizmos, we are so very close. Oh, he doesn't like that bookcase, huh? There we go. Oh, look at that. Just like that. Luca's at least getting a little bit happier in his place. That's nice, at least. Just checking around for any hint coins I may have missed previously, but I think it's time for us to abscond.
I wonder if we really did just mistake what we saw in the street.
No, definitely not.
No, I'm certain that it was Ramon. When we saw him, there wasn't the slightest hint of life in him. He may have lost consciousness, but how odd that he should return healthy as he can be an hour later. Stranger still is the fact that he seems to have no memory of what we saw happen to him.
It's so peculiar. Plus, Ramon wasn't even the first. Lots of people seem to have the same experience. Any other village would be in a panic over something like this. But same as there. It's peculiar is all. Something is very peculiar about this whole town.
Yes, in most places, no one would stand for this. We've seen that Saint Mystere is anything but normal.
Ramon's mystery has been added to your list of mysteries. Daytime awakens once again. You notice, by the way, we got Luca bed. We did not get, we did not, unfortunately, get, Layton a bed. Hold on, let me get some tea in me before I try this voice. You know what's coming up. Oh, I needed that.
Yes! Yes, don't you worry, I'll let him know. Oh, hello there. There was a phone call for you. You from Inspector something or other.
From Inspector Chelney?
He just kept saying it was urgent. You should meet him at Marnold Manor at once. He probably wants to talk about what happened yesterday.
Maybe so. We won't know until we get there, though. Come, Luke.
Any puzzles?
There you are, Professor. Would you help a girl out? I got something here I'd like you to look at. I made this darling sandwich for my special lunchbox, but the silly thing is too big. Can you make it fit?
Maybe. Puzzle number 55, the odd sandwich. Using scraps left over from your breakfast, we've managed to cobble together a rather oddly shaped sandwich. How many times must you cut the sandwich in order to make it fit neatly in the container? Okay, so I can just draw on the old sandwich, and that's how I'll know. Okay, Okay, if we cut along here and flip this, or turned this 90 degrees this way, then we'd have ourselves a smaller rectangle on that side. I don't know if that would help us that much, though. Because then we'd have sandwich here. And we would still have all this down here. The trouble, of course, is that we don't know, like, how big the box is relative to the sandwich presently, right? Okay, what if we cut it like this? We cut there, turn that 90 degrees here. And we cut along there. I'm gonna say 2 cuts.
There we go.
Nope, definitely wrong. Ugh.
I suppose I thought wrong.
There's an easy way to make the sandwich fit into the container. Okay? What if we just cut right along there? Ha ha! 1 cut.
There
Final
we
answer.
go.
Yay!
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's not even close to what I was going to go for, but cool. Great. This puzzle is a snap once you see how well the sandwich's protruding edges fit together. Would never in a million years have gone for that check mark kind of cut, but you know what? To each their own. My bad. Cool. Great.
Oh, Professor, you're just the cleverest. Thanks for helping me figure this out.
A simple chair. Layton likes simple. Actually, that might be... Well, no, but Luke already has a stool. Layton would want a chair. He's a gentleman, after all. Oh, hello. Stash and scarf? Stash and scarfing.
Looks like you fellows are getting used to St. Mister. But stay sharp. Believe you me, you'll be buried in all sorts of difficult puzzles before you can shout stash and scarfing. But now, I'm sure you realize that you can retry puzzles you failed to solve, eh? However, you notice how some puzzles just seem to vanish before you get back to them? That's right, you see, that's the way it is with some things in life. Once they're gone, they're gone. For good. The rest of the issue, too, those puzzles you thought might have vanished have merely moved elsewhere. Must go seek out Granny Riddleton's shack. It's a strange old building, so it should be easy enough to spot. Don't get sloppy just because you don't know how to retry puzzles now. There's no honor in laziness. Now you got a lowdown on puzzles in town. Let me throw a puzzle your way to keep you sharp.
All right. Puzzle number 56, The Lazy Guard. Speaking of being lazy. The local museum has an exhibit that spans 9 rooms, as shown in the diagram below. The entrance to the complex is marked by A, and the exit is marked by B. The security guard on duty is a bit of a loafer and wants to walk each room of the exhibit while turning as few times as possible. What is the fewest number of turns he can make while still visiting every room? As an example, the diagram shows a course that involves 6 turns. I imagine it's less than 6. Unless that is the minimum right there. Well, let's start easy, right? 1, 2, 3. No, that'll work. It feels about right, though, don't it? So what'll be a quicker way than that? Fewest number of turns he can make while still visiting every room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's still the same. It's just the opposite pattern. I mean, there aren't a lot of options that you can go without having to revisit a room, right? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, it's still the same number. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah! Use a hint coin. Here's an additional hint for you. Nowhere within the problem does it say the guard can only enter each room once. It's okay for your path to move back through a previously visited room. Okay, let's let that previous path stop influencing our thoughts. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Huh. What if we set a trajectory like this? Boom! Two, 3, 4, 5. Ha ha! I certainly hope that's not the answer, because that would be a jerk move on the part of the game. Oh, did you know he could turn 12 degrees? It's like, come on. One. So, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm counting these correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that first turn out of A does count. 1, 2. So that's 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that actually counts. Because if we go straight out of A, we can get ourselves down to 5. I'm gonna go with 5. See how it works out for us.
That should do it.
Nope, I got it wrong. Blah.
I suppose I thought wrong.
I'm gonna go for another hint, I think. My pick-a-rats. Has the layout of the rooms and sample paths shown you, made you feel, yep, need to be 90 degrees. Jerk! Okay, here we go. You ready? I'm upset. 1. 2. 3. There. The answer is 3.
here's my answer.
What? What did I
Frankly,
do that time?
I'm ashamed.
I guess maybe that first turn out of A is not necessarily a turn at all. No, it has to be a turn. 1. A 2. A 3. I need another hint. There's no reason the guard should have to enter the exhibit on an angle parallel to the room. From a 45-degree angle, but they're walls! Sir! I'm not sure anymore. 1, 2, 3. Four.
Luke, here's my answer.
Nope. Blip.
Oh,
And it's 2. The answer's
how
2.
embarrassing.
Yeah. I'm upset. I'm upset. Only 2.
Luke, here's my
I feel like I'm
answer.
dealing with like a middle school kid who's so very
Every
excited he
puzzle
came up with
has
his own
an
riddle,
answer.
but he doesn't give you enough information about like how to solve it. And then he's like, well, you didn't know that the chicken was red. And it was like, well, fuck you too. Okay, here's the trick. I got it right previously, but I assumed that you would have to turn from A in order to get that point. So I drew that same shape. I just made the mistake of thinking that I would need to count that as an extra turn. Security guard takes a path like the one shown above. He can finish his patrol of all 9 rooms in just 2 turns. Since the example shows the guard turning right angles to go from room to room, it's easy to assume that your solution works the same way, even though it's not the case.
That's what I'd like to see. Seems the training I've been giving you has paid off. No need to thank me. Anywho, I'll be seeing you around.
Layton would like a desk, gotta leave. Maybe. Anywho. I'm upset.
Luke, you must head to the manor now. You mustn't keep Inspector Chelmley waiting.
You're right, Professor. But sure wish we didn't have to talk to the old grouch again. Still not luck finding the villain. What an odd world we live in. Well, you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Speaking of fiction, I just thought of this little gem. Please give me your honest feedback on it.
Puzzle number 34. How many sheets? Several rectangular sheets of transparent film are arranged on the top of each other as shown. The lines represent areas where one sheet overlaps with another. At the thickest point of this pile, how many sheets are overlapping? Let's count. Best as I can tell. Just make sure we really see them. So that's one. I'm thinking that this is probably the deepest point right here. Which means that's 1 sheet, 2 sheet, 3 sheet, 4 sheet, 5 sheet. The other 2 then don't actually connect. The answer is 5.
That should do it.
Yeah!
Another puzzle solved.
Some I knock out in half a second, others not so much. Puzzle seems straightforward, but it's quite formidable when you get right down to it. Not really. It's funny, though, how like my perception of some things works almost immediately, and others I get kind of stuck on by comparison. Go figure.
Beautiful work. But I think the puzzles I write in my next novel will be even harder than that one. If you have time, stop by later. I'm sure to have an utterly fascinating puzzle prepared for you by then.
Was the last piece of my gizmo? Let us see. Nope. Nope, I still need one last ear. I guess he needs a head cap. Talk to this fella. Hey, Professor. Looking busy as usual, yup. Well, I got this puzzle I just can't figure out on my own here. Can you lend me your thinking cap? It's glued to my head, sorry. Cut which one? Below are 6 linked rings. One may look like they may look like a tangled mess, but there is one ring that, if cut away, would leave the remaining 5 rings connected end to end in a long chain. Whoa. Which one must you cut in order to make the chain? Choose one answer from below. I'm pretty sure it is ring. I thought I had it for a second. Now I gotta think about it more. So A and F are right out, right? Because they both only have 3 connections to 2 other rings, right? A is connected to B and D. F is connected to C and E. So it comes down to a matter of C, E, B, or D that we need to cut in order to make this happen. Actually, now I think about it, F actually is way out because F is actually, now that I look at it, is only connected to E. I have to look at the overlapping sections of these and see where they connect. It does feel like E is a bit of a linchpin here, if I'm looking correctly. D is also a bit of a problem. So what if I cut C? What would happen then? C would fall away, allowing B and E to be separated from one another, because that's the only 2 that it's connected to, really. And that wouldn't help very much. So that's out. If I cut A, B and D would be separate. But it'd all be still connected to... Wait. B is not actually linked in with E. Interestingly enough. It's sitting like on a pile of it, but it's not actually connected to it itself. But what does that mean for my setup here? These brain twisters are twisting my brain! Which makes sense. So C is not connected to F at all. That's not really going to help us too much. If I were to cut E, F would float off on its own. Because F's not connected to anything else. So that'd be a big old no. E is out. So now we're down to B or D, I believe. If I cut D, A would only be connected to B. B is not technically connected to E, only through the connection of D. I'm thinking that might be my play. Yeah, I'm going to cut D.
That should do it.
Got a 1 in 5 chance. Yeah, I did it.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Indeed. Wise words. Good job. You've examined the connections for each ring. The answer is surprisingly easy, isn't it? Yep. Oh, so that's how you do it, yeah? I found rest tonight. Thing was bugging me for days. Let me tell you something neat. And by neat, I really mean terrifying. Thing is, I've actually seen that old man with the big sack coming out of the tower up north. Bet you dollars to donuts that he's the one behind all those disappearances. Wonder what he does up there. Wait, no, I don't even want to think about it. It's too scary. Pile of books. Layton. All right, I'm getting those puzzles in, boy. Have I missed any puzzles yet, madam? Nope. None of which have been placed in here, at least, yet. Talk to her, see if she's got any puzzles for me. I figured she'd say the same thing. But I just wanted to double check to make sure she didn't have something kicking around. The fine friends of Saint Mystere seem to have a kind of system of their own in terms of playing out where we need to go. All right, it seems we just got to keep heading that way. If we run into puzzles on the way, then we do. What's this? What's this? What's that on the ground? It looks like a scrap of notepaper. What's it say, Luke?
Well, let's see here. Him. It's just terrible. Lady Violet has an awful case of the flu and hasn't left her bed for days. I'm no doctor, so I can't think of any way to help her. Oh, what to do. Lady Violet. Oh, this journal must be talking about Baron Reinhold's first wife. My heart is heavy as I write these words. Loss of his wife has completely crushed his bones.
Crushed the boss, not crushed his bones. That'd be kind of weird.
If there's only something he can do to help, he walks around looking like he's had the wind knocked out of him. And that's the end. Gosh, whoever wrote this must have been cared an awful lot for the Baron and his family.
Just realized I got a meeting in about 10 minutes here, folks, so this will be a relatively short episode by comparison. I'm so sorry, but at least we'll get an hour in. Next one hopefully will be a bit longer. We gotta get at least one more puzzle in first.
Hey there, Professor. I bet you're here to solve my puzzle. I'm right, aren't I? Of course I'm right.
I mean, it's not wrong entirely. Number 59! This puzzle's worth 50 picarats. Two boys are playing a game with which the goal is to take the longest route possible from point A to point B, as shown on the map below. The only rule is that no section of road can be traversed more than once. What course should they take in order to cover the longest distance possible between point A and point B? Let's see. I mean, that's pretty good, but I don't think it's perfect yet. No, I don't know if that's any better.
Let me think about it.
One more time. What if we just did this? I think this is the first thing that I did, unfortunately. But I think it still might be right. Let's try that, see if it is.
That should do it.
Feels like we're covering a lot of ground, at least. Yeah, okay, it was the first one.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Absolutely. Nice work. Speaking of leisurely strolls, have you been outside today? If it's sunny, why not go for a nice walk? Thanks, Mom.
Bang up job there, Professor. Even that puzzle didn't face you, huh? Of course not, you're a pro. Yep, you're a real piece of work, Prof, you know that? Of course you do, you're a scholar after all.
You found a painting scrap. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, anybody anywhere else that want to go? We can go inside the shop. There's just nobody in here. What's the point of this shop if nobody's in? Wow, I found a hint coin. All right. Great. Let's keep going. Aha.
Huh? Look, there's a hole in that boat there. Oh, Professor, that reminds me. Have you ever heard the one about the sinking ship?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This puzzle's worth 30 picarats. SOS! 15 people are trapped aboard a ship that's going to sink in exactly 20 minutes. Their only chances for survival is a 5-person life raft stowed on their vessel. To make matters worse, the water... And people, they really need to get better lifeboats than that. The waters around the ship are teeming with man-eating sharks, so swimming to safety is out of the question. A round trip to the nearest island and back to the boat takes 9 minutes on the raft. How many people will live to see dry land? The answer is all 15 are going to survive. That's nice, at least, to hear. The round trip part's the key, right? So, everybody gets on at minute 0. Or five people get on at minute 0. They all go out, land on the island, come back. That's 9 minutes. Oh, but wait a minute. It's not like the boat just comes back for free, right? So you have to actually think about it a little bit different. So the first, at minute 0, just to play this out correctly, had the same problem with the wolf and chick raft, right? So minute 0, you have 5 people going across. Minute 9, that's +4. Because you can't, you have to have one person go back with the raft, one presumes. Minute 18 is another 4. And then you get another 4 after that. Because, you don't have, it doesn't have to happen round trip in that last section there. So that is 5 plus 4 plus 4 is 13. 13 will manage to make it if I'm doing this math correctly. Because I'm counting the person who's like, let's say the pilot of the raft as part of the original 5, right? Like, unless they can shove the raft back out there, into the water, I think we're gonna have two people have to stay with sink with the ship. Pretty certain. Let's try it though. 13.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yep. Nailed it.
Another puzzle solved.
Nicely done. A moment of silence for the two didn't make it, please. Oh, so sad. So sad.
Wow, great answer, Professor. Took me 5 times as long to get that one.
Yeesh.
Well, at least we got that one settled. Settled and solved, as you will. Whoa, found another one. See if we can get this one done.
It's sure pretty.
Indeed they are. I'm sure someone put a lot of work into raising them. Well, that reminds me. Would you like to hear a puzzle about raising flowers?
You bet, Professor. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
We're 20 Picarats. Alfred and Roland have been hired by a farm to sow flower seeds. They've been assigned a 10-acre plot of land and split in half so they can work independently. Roland starts from the east and Alfred from the west. Alfred can plow the land at a rate of 20 minutes per acre. Roland takes 40 minutes to plow, but sows seeds at 3 times the speed Alfred does. If sowing seeds on the 10-acre plot pays $100, how much of that money should go to Roland? Ba-da-doo-doo-doo, ba-da-doo-doo-doo. I mean, isn't the answer 50? They're cutting the plot in half. And if a 10-acre plot pays $100, it means that they should each get $50. Doesn't matter how quick they are. That's the sound of my meeting started, so let me go ahead and type in 50.
How does this sound?
Yep. There you go.
I did
Easy
it.
enough.
Yes.
17, 38, 8. That's right. The beginning of the problem says that 2 men split the 10-acre plot of land in half so they could work independently. In other words, they both had the same amount of work assigned to them. Since each person did half the work, the pair should split $100 right down the middle. Each person gets $50. Woo! Yeah! Hooray!
Correct. Good thinking, Luke.
Farm work, yeah. All right, well, this is a little bit of a shorter episode here today. I promise Saturday's episode is going to be a little bit longer, but I do apparently have the rest of my day booked for me. So next time we do one of these, I'll be wearing a little bit different, and I'll be trying to record as much as I can to get Saturday, Sunday, and Monday's episodes out to you, and hopefully getting through a good chunk of this mystery so that we're all set to go by the time we get to the end of or the beginning of next week. But thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend. I'm sure I'll be posting updates about how my trip's going on Twitter by now. So check those out and all that. We got plenty. This is gonna be a good time, of course, to catch up on like Persona 5 as well if you haven't already done so. Be sure to hit those things up, and we'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, next time we'll of course wander in the manor and see what mysteries abound us with inside. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.